Hello everybody and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We are on the epilogue. And what can I say? This is definitely building towards a second Kingdom Come Deliverance. I can't see just ending on this. Are we gonna get our horse? There's our horsey. Come on, Pebbles. Let's go and see what everybody wants. What the hell? Why are people walking around with no clothes? Okay, they've not clothes, they just haven't got any bodies. Strange.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Redzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed. But to surrender it means giving up great privileges, too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected King of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghof is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghof know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslaus languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Wonderful. Talk to your father.
Ask in a way that won't leave Sir Capon being run out of the castle with a whip.
Exactly.
How about writing that you're concerned about current events and that you want to see things settled peaceably, and then ask the opinion of the League of Lords?
Very well said, sir. And what they want to do about freeing King Wenceslas.
Whether they think liberating King Wenceslas IV might contribute to resolving the dispute?
And what they plan to do about the god-awful mess in this country.
What steps they envisage taking to end the pillaging of Bohemia by foreign armies?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Well, I'd also venture to suggest one more. What is their stance on that is, the initiatives of Margrave Jobst of Moravia and a large part of the Bohemian nobility? Whether they plan to take action against them or support their efforts?
You read my thoughts, sir.
Okay.
So what do you think of it all, Sir Divish?
I think I don't know what to think.
That makes two of us.
If I didn't know anything about Jobst, I'd say he's right and absolutely truthful. But I've heard too much about him already.
Likewise. But I do feel he's the one with the best chance to put things right.
Well, we'll see what we learn from Bergov. If the League of Lords stands with Sigismund, then our chances pale, in spite of everything Jobst said.
We shall see. We shall see. So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years, and now Sigismund's fallen out with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned. They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas. He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him. But he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really like?
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly makes a great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He never had much of a head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months. Better a bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
That's true.
Who is this Prokop that Job spoke of?
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin. He and Jobst warred over Moravian supremacy for years. Then, they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas and sided with Rupert of the Palatinate. But after Sigismund abducted Wenceslas, Prokop fomented a revolt against him, and Sigismund had him captured. Politics. Make of it what you will. I, for one, can't make head or tail of it most of the time.
The League of Lords and that Berghoff we're off to see. Who are they exactly?
The lords of the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others. They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrounded himself with the lesser orders of nobility. They abducted the king years ago and made him bow to their will. They got away with it that time, and now they've joined forces with Sigismund and done it again. But now it seems that Sigismund's behavior is starting to rub them up the wrong way, so they may well be thinking twice. We'll see what Berghoff has to say.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered. Sigismund is ambitious and capable. He might well make a better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him as much as some of the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined forces with Jobst to liberate him. And now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
Rupert of the Palatinate. That's a name I hadn't heard before today.
Rupert is the Prince-Elector of the Palatinate.
What's a Prince-Elector?
The Prince-Electors are dignitaries of the Holy Roman Empire who have the right to elect the King of the Romans, who would then be crowned Holy Roman Emperor by the Pope. Rupert took the title for himself with the help of 3 other Prince-Electors, even though Wenceslas had already been appointed. Some of the nobility in the empire recognized Rupert's claim, but when he went to Rome to be crowned emperor, it turned into a fiasco. Now he's doing his utmost to get Wenceslas to acknowledge him, but so far without success. So, now we have 2 kings of the Romans. Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while, but now he's switched allegiance. He seems to do that quite a lot.
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein. Why is he here?
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John sits on Jobst's council. Since the king's being held captive in Vienna, I suppose it makes sense to have a powerful Austrian house as allies. It could be very useful.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Okay. Take the letter.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
£85 groschen for that. Speak we look upon in the courtyard. Okay. Do I have to? I want to get back to our town first. I want to build some more things. Congratulations, you complete the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. Okay, so don't speak to him. Go back in there. They won't let me in. I'm a lord. Let me in. Yeah, I'm not going to speak to him yet. I'm sorry, Lord Capon, but before I do anything, I have a few things I need to take care of. I need to go and speak to Teresa, and we need to go to our house, so I'm going to go over here first. Fast travel. Yes, fast travel. Quickly skip past them. Go on, Henry, run. And then I'll call the horse over in a bit. Do 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 do. I just want to see how much I can get done before I actually just go and complete the game. Because I might come back at some point and do like some videos where we're just building the city up just to see what it's like and let you guys know how we're doing with it. But I do want to start another game as well now that we've completed the main quest.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wage?
No, I don't. And don't call me lad. I'm a knight. A lord of that. Teresa?
What? No, go away.
8 in the morning, get up, love. She's lazy. I'm going to eat from the pot. I'll wait 1 hour. Where's she gone? Teresa? Where you gone? I was going to sit on that bench like she usually does.
I've got something for you.
Oh, have you?
I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you.
Oh, bandages. See if she wants to go anywhere.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Where the hell are we going? God, they're walking quite far, aren't they? They're going through Rattay.
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. You really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know. It was a shock for me, too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean, the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean, Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born, to protect her reputation, and raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. But it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Me become a noble? Fine clothes, Hunting, drinking wine from a gold goblet, and stuffed pheasant for breakfast? Ha! Of course! Who wouldn't want it?
I think there's a little more to it than that, Henry. You'd have huge responsibilities.
True. But anyway, it's not important what I want. A bastard will always be a bastard.
I don't know. All sorts of things can change. Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
Yeah, we're not going to be like Sir Radzik. Like he owes her his life.
I must go, Henry. Take care.
Are you going? You're not going anywhere, you're just standing there. Let's get a horsey. Hello, Pebbles. Right, we have something to do ourselves. I want us to go. That's Legitive. Have they got stables there? Archery range. Tanner. Quest giver. Miller. Butcher. I don't think they've got stables, have they? I need to get to the stables. An accident. A miller with another quest. Summerpesh. Monastery. I need to find... there's like none. Absolutely zero. Beehive, blacksmith, trader, Summerpesh. Nope. Ah, there we go. They have a horse trader. Let's get there. I just want to get something for Pebbles. I want to treat Pebbles for everything Pebbles has done for us. Ambush, run away. Failed! Oh, crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't catching me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who are these people?
Yeah. Yeah.
100 of those people were. It's only there I've got to get to anyway, so I can mark that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wander the land. At least we've got a horse. Could you imagine this game without a horse? How long it would take us to get anywhere. Where are the horse traders, these? Ah, here we are. Horses. I could steal the horse. I don't want to buy a horse, I got pebbles. I just want to buy stuff for the horse. I don't see anybody around to talk to. Where are they? Ah, you.
God be with you.
Yeah, I don't want to buy a horse. I just want to buy one of these. Oh, look how much money they cost. Okay, Hunter Saddler, Knight Spurs. I want to go be blue. Oh dear, check basket. Haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Diddly 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 dee. 235.
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. All right, so.
Yay! Let's see what. I want to equip it on your horsey. Psychic. Move the horse. Move the horse. Oh, look at you now. Look at you now, Pebbles. Like royalty now. That is my horsey. My horsey's royalty. Wonderful. And just I've leveled up. Stats. Strength, okay. What's this? You have a 10% greater chance of knocking an opponent with a blow to the head. Learn. What else is there? Vitality. That's good. Vitality. You don't overeat or go hungry. Calcium dustbin. You can dispel hunger with anything. You won't suffer from eating poisonous barred food, but neither will you have any positive effects from it. Yeah, I don't really want that. Berserk. As soon as your health falls to a minimum, you go berserk and your stamina regenerates 4 times faster. Last gasp. You'll survive an otherwise fat or blow, and your health will even regenerate by 20%. Only activated once in a combat. Yeah, I'll do that. Combat, defense. Blocking your opponent will cost an opponent 50% more. Okay, weapon cruncher. If you beat your opponent in a clinch, you'll damage his weapon 15% more. A damaged weapon will cause much less damage, as well as its price being greatly reduced. Okay, what's the other one? Sword. We've got slash stab. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to learn before, isn't it? Slash stab. Oh, and yes, I wanted to fast travel to our little hovel. It's Ravner over there, isn't it? Oh, and I've got a job up there as well. Nearly there. Well, I might as well have a little go of trying to build something else here before we head off. Because once we head off, that's it. Like story, well, as far as story-wise is, I might come back and do some like odd videos here or there on the town that we've got, just to show you guys bits and bobs, what we're doing, how it's going along. Because I might still play it. But for you guys, I want to move on with a new series, I think. Because Fridays we're going to be doing the Sinking City. That's going to replace The Last of Us. Now we finished that. But what is going to replace this? And I'm thinking it might be Assassin's Creed. I'm thinking, yeah. And then we've got some that might have to replace. I don't know what's going to replace This Is the Police either. Let's go and be a judge.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
That's very true.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
Is it true about Prague?
Admittedly, in many cases, yes. But often there's no other option. The wealthier citizens have a latrine in their courtyard which they empty out whenever necessary. The common folk do empty their chamber pots on the streets.
See now.
But it's also said that if the Turks ever try to attack Prague, it's the stink that will hold them back, not the walls.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet downstream from the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shit myself before getting there.
I've decided.
I'm gonna even further.
Defecating will only be allowed at least 150 feet from the village. Anyone caught infringing this decree will get 10 lashes of the cane.
What? That's nearly as much as for stealing.
A strict decree, I admit. But it's for the common good.
Well, at least we have permission to go and shit again. I'll go and tell the fellas we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it. I don't even want to know.
There we go. What a quest. There'll be a tournament in Rattay tomorrow. That's pretty cool. Tournament we're not very good at. Oh, you guys know I'm not good at fighting at this. I'm okay at killing people when they're completely outnumbered. Let's put our money in here. I want to take one. What else can I put in there? There we go. I don't think we got enough for anything really. Grosjean 1008. 1008, that's 5,000, 9,000. Yeah, we got nowhere near money to build any of these. 1,000, 5,000, 4,000, 8,000, 4,000. A lot of money we got to, yeah, we ain't got enough to build anything. It's a lot of money, isn't it? To build something you need like 4,000 Grosjean, but where are we going to get that?
The Lord be praised.
Well done, horse, you teleported to me. Well done. Do 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 do. Yeah, that you're never gonna do that mission. You're never gonna do this mission because he's gone. Yeah, this mission that we've got, we're never gonna. It's probably the main quest, really, isn't it? Apart from the war, we're never actually going to be able to do it because you can't find him. He's not here, and I think it's going to be in the second Kingdom Come Deliverance if they actually do end up doing it. Ravna Skalitz. Let's go back to Skalitz. I just want to have a look. Yeah, I want to go back to Skalitz, see if there's anything we can get, like money. See our father and mum's grave. And I might finish it there, and then in the next video, I'm thinking we do a side quest or two. Or just go and speak to people if we can. I also want to return to Lady Stephanie. See how she's doing. Will she talk to us? Stay here, horsey. Just want to look around. Her place was ransacked. That's where the game started. Oh, hang on. It's loading something. Oh, this is a pretty game. I need to find the gate, don't I? Pebble, there you are, Pebbles. Right, if we go down this way, we can find the gate. Oh god, it's ominous, isn't it? It's gonna be this way, I think. Oh god. This is brutal. Oh, what's going on over there?
Well, now what do we have here? What's that in us? Show us what you've got, and maybe we won't kill you.
The pig turns up willing.
They're killing each other. Should we watch them kill each other? Can I go and loot? I need some money on a loot. Go on, kill each other. Come on. Yo, 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 yo! Run away! Don't attack me, you maniacs! Run! Come on, Pebbles. I'm not getting involved in the fight. I just want to loot. Very risky way of us getting money. Watching them kill each other and then taking the money myself. Okay, we'll watch from a distance. I wonder who's actually fighting. Three people left.
What's that?
They won't catch me, but can I draw them out? Come on.
Yeah.
If they leave the place, I can go in there, can't I? If they leave. Are they leaving? They're going down there. There's somebody still in there, though. They're actually standing guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Can I make them chase me? Boom! There we go, hide in there. This is our house. It's where the parents are buried. Right. Now I'm actually in here. Let's see what I can do. I just want to loot. Do, 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 do. If they leave, I can loot. I can loot the bodies. Have they all gone? Where's that dog? Is that dog still here? Dog that wouldn't leave its master. Needs to come with us. Yeah, the soldiers, I'm going to loot them. Stupid bandits. And guards, so it was guards. I'm only after money. That's all I'm after. Money, money, money. Ooh. Ooh, I could take some of these. What was the guards doing here? I wonder why they came back. Who sent the guards anyway? If I got here earlier, I'd have helped him. Right, let's go, horse. Let's go, Pebbles. Let's go. Right, I'm gonna finish this video in a sec anyway. There's one place I want to go. I'm gonna finish here though, and then in the next video we're gonna travel there. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.